Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you a Week 6 NFL matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. Now, the Seahawks are coming off a bye week, and they're traveling to Chicago, who's coming off a victory. But what the Seahawks have to do, big trade when they picked up Marshawn Lynch in that running game, which leads me to my number one point. He has to provide that balance. They struggle mightily in the run department, trying to get that balance. Lynch is a guy that's shifty, that can make you miss, and he can also run with some power. And he's also effective out of the backfield as well, too. So he has to provide that balance in the running game. That's what the Seahawks sorely missed on offense. Also, you look at Matt Hasselbeck, he has to protect the football. He can't allow himself to be fooled by the zone blitzes and also by the different pressures that the Chicago Bears love to bring. So he has to protect the football in order to keep Seattle's offense on pace and also in the game. You also look at what they have to do offensively. I think John Carlson, a talented tight end, his control of the middle of that defense, especially against a cover two, is going to be key. If he can control the middle, if he can provide that disruption that the Bears don't want in that cover two, in that void, which is behind the linebackers in front of the safety down a deep middle of the field. If he can control that, the Seahawks are going to be explosive on offense. Now, defensively, what they have to do, it goes without saying when you're playing the Chicago Bears, turn the pressure up on that offensive line, especially up the middle. If you can force pressure up the middle, Cutler is going to get rid of that football quick, or he's going to eat it and take the sack. So that's one thing you have to get up, force that pressure up the middle, and defensively, take away Forte in the passing game. Matt Forte is a guy that can catch the football out of the backfield. He can hurt you in many ways, but you have to make sure you take him out of the passing game. Force him to be a one-dimensional player, which is in the run department, and you shut down a lot of that Bears offense. So take him out of the passing game, and you should have some success. Now, Chicago, what you have to come in and do offensively, Cutler has to let it fly. He can't allow himself to hold the football too long. That's where most of the sacks are coming from. You know your offensive line struggles. You know you're going to take a hit. Just get rid of the football. And you should have some strengths in as far as like you have the arm strength. Don't be afraid to use it. So get rid of the football quickly, just like you did against Dallas, and you should have some success because the Seahawks will bring the pressure. Trust me. And also, balance would be the key. That's what got you the victory against Carolina. Granted, you played a rookie quarterback and they struggled, but the balance in the running game allowed some openings in the passing game just that the quarterbacks couldn't hit them. So Cutler is a lot better than Ty Collins, is a lot better than Caleb Haney. So if you can get Forte going in the running game, your passing game is going to look a lot better. And utilize that quick passing game. That's not the key. Seattle will bring the pressure, so get rid of that football quick, which ties into my first point. And you have to let go of that football, Cutler. Otherwise, it's going to be a long day. Defensively, your cornerbacks have to win at the line of scrimmage. That's one thing. Get these receivers jammed up. Force that half a second delay in the passing game, that timing. That's going to throw off Hasselbeck, and you're going to allow yourself to get some interceptions. So the cornerbacks have to win at the line of scrimmage with the jam. Also, you're going to keep the Hawks one-dimensional. Don't allow Lynch to get with his first start as a Seahawk to get that balance going in the offensive side of the football in that running game. Shut down the run. Force him to throw the football 40 times a game. That's going to help out. And no lapses in special teams. This is going to be a great special teams matchup. They have Leon Washington. You have Hester and company. You can't allow yourself to give up any big plays to Golden Tate and to Leon Washington in the special teams aspect. I'm going with Seattle in this game. Seattle plays fast on defense. They're going to get after the quarterback. They can play the run on the way to the quarterback. And I'm still not sold on Cutler. I think he's a little bit gun shy right now. Although I like him as a player, I think the Seahawks, having that week off, coming in with a fresh game plan, and Marshawn Lynch, you're going to be able to have a little bit more balance on offense. I'm taking the Seahawks on the road. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL, or you can visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan.